Mitchell Field. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team, because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
The Eagles' Jake Elliott has it all teed up, and we're off from the city of brotherly love. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Locke. Finds a man, right side. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Darius Slay with the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A handoff to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So now here's 3rd and 5. Locke. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they say catch. Great play. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead. And
this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Short side option here. He's running left. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Trying to get it with the option. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Great, set.
They go to Barkley again. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. That's caught at the 4. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They're running the option, short side. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Locked down. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the... While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Tracy once more. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has his man, it's Tracy.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They go right back to Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They're going play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ball game. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the pistol, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
63. Delta.
First down throwing for Hurts. He put everything he had into this one. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Hey. Delta.
Hurts trying again on second down. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
He finds Dotson left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Hurts now on fourth. He's going deep this time. That's caught at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Great. Set. Delta.
Trying an option play, headed left. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 13. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lofts it deep left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
He's fine Smith. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles, lined up with a 2nd and 8.
Great, set. Delta.
From the 36, able to get it to Barkley. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Delta, set.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
He takes it himself. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Great, set. Delta.
First down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This taken from the 12. This return makes it up to the 25. New York taking over once again. Always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Locke. Connects with Slayton. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Locke to the air. Gets this to Slayton. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. He puts everything behind this one. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Oh man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody's